Yep, that's MaGoose. What a bad afternoon here, guys. As you know, the internet has been down. Because the internet was down, I ended up doing a whole bunch of other things, and we got a big problem. We got a big snapper back, another one. What happened was the internet was down, as you know, and you have no idea how screwed up I am over this, guys. Like, I had a bad time on this one. Anyways, I was up here and my milk carton down there, I was too low to the ground, so I had two logs up here, so I flattened them on both sides with a chainsaw, and I took them down there to put on the milk carton. And I'm walking down there, and all the ducks had come back to the yard, and as you can see, they're all here in the yard. And I thought, this is really strange, like, why is everybody back? And I go walking down there, and I see MaGoose in the water by the shore, but he was just sort of like hanging there, half on the water, half on the shore. And I was like, okay, so I put the logs down, I put the milk carton, I'll turn around, and there's a dead duck. The duck that I found right here. Come on, camera, turn around. This little duck right here was where the milk carton was, and I'll show you. Look at snapper, ate the whole side of him out. So then I went over to MaGoose, and he was still alive. I had to put him under because there was like nothing I could do for him. And look what happened to him. And I felt so bad because he was on the shoreline. Anyways, he was like my special goose. I'm just a sucker for the underdogs. Anyways, so then I'm down there, and I didn't have the net, and I saw this other little duck over in the mud, and he was like not doing anything, and I thought, oh no, and he's just sort of sitting there. I walked over, and he wouldn't let me catch him, so I came back, got the net, went back down there, and I caught him with the net. And then a bunch of buzzards came over, and they were flying over the bush. So then I left the net underneath a tree with the little duck in it, and I went into the bush, and I said, okay, well, there's something here that's dead, that's that's causing all these turkey vultures over the property. And Doug and I searched the whole area where they were flying over, couldn't find anything. And I came back to the net, and the little duck was dead. This little duck died. So then the news doesn't stop getting bad, guys. It just doesn't stop getting bad today. So then I come back to the yard, and the geese come over to see me, but this one goose didn't come over. And I walked over to him, and he didn't move. And the geese, they let me come close, but they don't let me get close, and he wouldn't move. And I reached down and picked him up, and I was like, okay, this is really strange. Like, geese just don't sit there and let you pick them up. So I picked him up, and his foot's busted. And it's just all torn to shreds, but it's not torn like a normal foot situation. A big goose too, and he's really, really friendly. And his foot is like, it's broken. It's broken in many spots. Toes broken. So I cleaned his foot up. I washed him all up with warm water, and then I sprayed the purple stuff on him. So he's in the hospital. I'm going to set up water here in the yard, and then I'm going to modify the turtle trap. I got some ideas. I think I have an idea why we're having no luck with it. I'm going to cut the wire door thinner, so there's less chance. Something tells me maybe it might be catching. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta get this. I was gonna say the word, but anyways, this turtle. The turtle's gotta go. I gotta get this turtle. And what's going on? I go, where'd it come from? Like, we had no turtle problems since I shot that one, and all of a sudden, bang! In one day, you know, a goose gets his leg torn off, a duck gets his leg eaten off, and then we got a big goose with broken feet. I gotta find a place to put this here. It's gonna destroy the yard, but I don't care. I gotta keep them in the yard here. I need to have a water source here. I gotta get a hose. Anyways, so I'm gonna if I got a water source up there and a water source down here, maybe it'll. I don't know. I gotta get a trap. I gotta fix the trap. I gotta modify the trap. But man, I'm telling you, whoa, MaGoose, like I've never had a goose. I've never had to put a goose down, guys. That was the first. I can't even remember a goose dying on this deal here, you know? It's like, because there's not many geese, it doesn't happen very often. And it's like, it was just bad. I'll be honest, I cried. I did. I felt so sorry for the little thing, you know, because it's like it beat all the odds to make it this far, you know. Like it was handicapped, you know, severely handicapped. Lots of birth problems to it, obviously, but it somehow managed, you know, to make it and survive. And it had the wobbles, and you know, and it was like, anyways. So, and my internet just came back up, and turns out there was problems, and it's not my internet service. He didn't do it. I saw some comments, people calling him an idiot, but he's not an idiot. It was out of his hands. Oh, I'm not allowed to do that scope. You're not allowed to hunt turtles. I'm only allowed to catch and release or shoot in self-defense. That's all I'm allowed to do. But I just got a hunch of a problem. I'll show you what my idea is. Because that's the thing is, it's a homemade cage, right? And it's a replica of turtle traps. But the problem is that it's not really rigid. So, so am I zoomed in? Yeah, I am. Hang on. Okay, well, all right. So the problem is like you see, like it's a little bit flimsy, okay? See the flimsiness? And what I'm thinking is happening is that when it's in the water, I think there's some flimsiness happening, and the door is catching on the side, okay? It's catching over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off 2 inches on each side, because I know for a fact the turtle can't make it through this slot here. So if I take off these two on this side, take off the 2 on that side, there's no way it can bind, and then that way the turtle can get into the trap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the axe, chop up these guys into pieces, and put them in freezer bags of pieces. I'm going to put some good fresh meat in here. I don't think he's going to eat today because he's already eaten half a duck and part of a goose leg. I need a drink of water. I have walked the property so much today, guys. It's like the internet's been down, but I've been going like non-stop. Actually, if the internet wouldn't have went down, I wouldn't have noticed all this stuff. No, turtles are immune to botulism, bastards. It's like, I gotta sit down. Okay, I've been going non-stop here. It's like, but the one there in I don't need bigger trap. The trap's lots big. My problem is the door, which is I'm going to fix it right now before I put it back out there. But I got to put some water here in the yard for the ducks. Some secondary water out here. Hospital ducks. Nobody's dead in the hospital. Everybody's alive. But the goose has got a broken foot. Bad. I wouldn't catch it and show it to you. I don't want to stress the goose out, but the foot is broken. It's broken like probably in 2 or 3 spots. It's all, or if it's not broken, it's really sprained bad. So it's all swollen bad. So that's what's going on. Thanks for not showing. I already showed everything, Christy. You're just late to the game here. Oh. I'm just going to make the door thinner. Anyways, I just don't believe it. What a day. Rewind it, Chrissy, and you can see it. Start the video from the beginning. I don't have any rebarb, guys, and rebarb is so hard to bend. Anyways, I'm lost for words. You can't come and catch turtles, guys. It's like you guys don't. No one's listening to me. The turtles are a protected species. You know how much work it was for me personally to get the permission I have to do the catch and release. You can't just bring somebody else in here. It doesn't work that way. They'd be breaking the law. If they came in on my property and did that, they'd be breaking the law. So I have to catch it in the act, blow it away, or catch it in the trap. That's the deal. So I'm going to say goodbye because I got to get this trap done. I got to take it back down there, and anyways, I got to do this. It's like it's a bad day here, guys. It's not working out well. They're coming over to see me. So I'm talking, eh? I can't believe I had to put MaGoose down. I just couldn't believe it. He looked at me with his big blue eyes, and it was so sad. And I looked, and I thought, can I save this? And I thought, like, but all, like, too much leg was ripped off. All the skin was gone. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm a mess. I'm gonna move the streams around, and I gotta chop these ducks up into smaller pieces, so that I can freeze them and use the smaller pieces. I gotta find a place to put this trap in the creek. And the creek is so hard to walk around. It's like it's brutal. It's so soft. I gotta fix the door first. So that's what's happening here. Forgive me, the streams are not going to be pointing in any good direction here for the next little while until I get things taken care of. I gotta get some water for the ducks, so they're in the yard here. So that's what's happened here. It's been just a bad day. Just a bad day. It's the bottom line.